Hi, Dr. Gary Sanchez here with 4D Dentistry. And today I want to talk to you about Disneyland. Last week I had an opportunity to take my two daughters, my teenage daughters, to Disneyland for the day. And we had a blast. It was a great time. And it made me think about a conversation that I had with a high school friend of mine. His name is Marshall Monroe. Now, after high school, Marshall went to Stanford. And then he started working for Walt Disney. And he actually designed many of the rides that you see now at California Adventure. And one day we were having a conversation, and he said to me, "Gary, what do you think Walt Disney or Disneyland is actually selling? What do you think their product is?" And I thought, since Disneyland is the happiest place on earth, that they must be selling happiness. Or maybe they're selling fantasy. Or maybe they're selling fun. But he said to me, no, that isn't what we're selling. He had spent a lot of time with Walt Disney's protégés. And he said what he learned from them was that Disneyland was actually selling safety. Their product was safety. And I thought, now it starts to make a little bit of sense. They're they're creating a place where adults can feel safe to be whoever they want and wherever they want. They're creating a place where we can feel safe in space or on the rapids or on a spaceship. They're also creating a place where kids can feel safe to be whoever they want and to meet whoever they want, where they can meet Snow White, or they can meet the dwarfs. It's really made a lot more sense to me now what Disneyland is about. Nothing in Disneyland is scary. It has to be safe and clean and friendly. And so it made me think about my practice and what I'm selling at my practice. So I started to think about my why and why we do what we do. And that's really what we're selling. At my practice, what we're selling is not veneers. We're not selling crowns. We're not selling cleanings. We're selling a better life. Because people that come to us are looking for a better life. And that's why we do what we do. At my practice, we believe that if you have great teeth, you'll have a better life. And so what we're selling, our product, is actually a better life. So in your own practice, maybe this week you can spend some time with your team and think about what you're actually selling. What is your product? And work on this with your team, because the clearer you are on what it is you're selling and who it is you want to see, the more you're going to attract those types of patients and the better practice you're going to have. So this week, figure out what your product is. Have a great week.